hello and welcome everyone to the mailbag. There is no actual bag in the mailbag, but there is a QR code for the store. That's pretty cool, huh? Yeah, you can scan that if you're watching the video, and then it'll take you to the DTNS store, where you can find a wealth of wonderful things. Should I leave it up there longer? There you go. If you're like, wait, I was just trying to scan it. There you go. Scan away. Enjoy. G. James B. asks, did you mean 228 or 258? I don't understand the question. That's a me problem, I'm sure. So yes, we have loads of mail. So much mail. It's just a wealth of mail showing up at our doorstep. So let's get into it. I'm going to start. Oh, YouTube stream start time. I don't know what YouTube was telling you, but I didn't tell it a time. I didn't tell it a start time. It made something up on its own. I'm not sure why. Oh, look, you know what? I start putting the store QR code up, and magically Joe appears.
What are you talking about?
Do we have new things to tell people about the store?
We do. Two lovely things.
Two lovely new things to tell people about. Let's see. Can I find them? Are they at the top of the store?
Yes.
Okay. That should be easy then. So if we show the store, we'll start with that before we get to the rest of the mail. There is a smaller keyboard mat. Now, I know we had one of you put a picture of your keyboard mat into the Discord. It was lovely to see. Thank you for doing that. But if you're like, that keyboard mat was a little big for me, well, guess what? We got a smaller one. How big is this one? 12 by 18. Was this your idea, Joe?
Yes. It's for people who have I like my mouse pad, but I want a place for my keyboard. So you can have your keyboard.
You want to keep your mouse pad. You want to keep your
mouse pad.
Your ancient mouse pad.
Yes, we should really get you a new one.
Oh, don't worry. I have a new one underneath the old one.
Still.
Why do I keep
the old one? When will you retire the other one? When do you think it's like I've done enough?
When it falls apart.
Okay, just checking.
Which it's not yet. This thing is
then it's good quality.
Yeah. Anyway, smaller keyboard mat. So if you wanted that more keyboard only one, keep your mouse pad. And then perhaps for a smaller person, we have the pseudo make me a bottle onesie available in Heather.
3 sizes.
Oh, and there's 3 sizes, 3 to 6 meters. What is the M? Let's see. What is the size?
M is months. It's months.
Oh, 3 to 6.
Yes. Now, not meters. That's a very different thing.
That's a big baby.
It's a big baby.
Especially that 12 to 18 meter baby.
Yeah.
I don't want to see that.
It's a very big baby.
That's a big baby. All right. So yeah, pseudo make me a bottle. Daily Tech News Show on the back. Available in blue and pink and dark gray Heather. And black, basic black, and athletic Heather. I knew an athletic Heather once. She was top of her game. Yeah.
Didn't she play bass for somebody?
Athletic Heather? I think she played bass for Athletic Heather.
Oh, okay. She was okay. I got you.
So yeah, there you go. We got some new stuff in the store. The onesie is not yet in adult sizes, Clinton. I apologize.
Working on it.
Yeah. And no, we don't have Lazy Heather available yet. What should we make next?
Oh, I don't know.
What do y'all want to see next? We got a onesie. We got a keyboard mat. We looked into the stuffies, the stuffed animals, but you have to get like 300 of them ordered in advance
it's
or
300
something?
at a time. Yeah.
So if one of you wants to commit to ordering 300 stuffed animal Roger Changs, we'll do it. But we need a 300 unit pre-order. DTNS 3-piece suit.
Okay, let's see.
Yeah.
It'd be hilarious if they had something.
I mean, they could have a suit coat. And then if they had a vest, we'd be partway there.
They make socks.
Socks.
Yeah.
I don't know if
premium crew socks.
Do they have a blazer?
No, I don't think so.
Who would wear a DTNS blazer though? I'm not sure. Yeah, Pen would be good. We could probably do Pen. That's a good one, Zoe. There's definitely pens in there.
And I still have Zoe's pen that she gave in Nerdtacular many, many years ago.
You mean this one?
Yep, that exact one. Still sitting
Yep,
there.
I have it too. Right here. I use it every day. A Chevy Blazer? Look, I don't know if Fourth Wall... But Rose Kitty, would you even wear a blazer with a D? I guess if you put a patch on it, it might not be so bad, but I was imagining like a big DTNS logo in the back. Yeah, I like the pen idea. Maybe we do a pen next. What do you think, Joe?
Let me see what we have.
Popping in there and take a look.
They do not sell pens.
Really? Fourth Wall doesn't have pens? Of all the
weird things that they sell,
right?
You'd think they'd have.
Oh no, I would wear a blazer at CES, Rose Kitty. Just I'm not sure if I'd wear one with a big DTNS logo emblazoned on it.
Yes, I mean many people who have not been around forever might forget that Tom wore a jacket for every show. He literally put on his jacket
until I moved
the show
here,
and then take it off.
Yeah, then I moved here and I got tired of it. I wore a blazer at CES, as a matter of fact. Yeah. You can check the tape. Yeah, small in the front, maybe. Yeah, that's not so bad. But there's no blazers in Fourth Wall. I can't believe there's no pens.
I know. This is a weird one, and I'll admit my ignorance in this.
Yeah.
But a crop top hoodie?
Crop top hoodie. It's Bella canvas fleece crop hoodie. I'm like, so you're kind of cold, but not totally cold. Long sleeve. Which is that in streetwear? Where is that?
That is, God, that's where I get to it. I looked up pens and they gave me that. So
you got crop top hoodie instead of pens?
Yeah. Here, let me send you the link.
Yeah, I'm not finding that one. Oh, Bella and canvas fleece crop hoodie. Yeah. Here we go.
Yeah, I'm like, you're cold, but still want
your head's cold, but your midriff is ready to party.
That's a thing.
Okay.
No, not me.
No pens. No pens.
Yeah. Buttons, but no pens. Candles, but no pens.
Home and living. Yeah, I know. Should we do a candle? What if we did a candle? What would we put on the candle? Keeping the fire of tech news alive. There's an organic cotton apron that we can make.
I saw that one too. There's one below it too, embroidered.
Rose Kitty says it's because women's torsos tend to be shorter. That's what the crop top is about.
All right. No, TIL.
Ooh, a Sherpa blanket.
Mm-hmm.
Wooden ornaments. We should do the wooden ornaments next year for holidays.
Okay, Tom, when's the last time you used a cloth napkin?
Not that long ago. We use them at like family gatherings and stuff.
Right.
It's pretty rare though.
Yeah. I was like, doesn't seem like many people get that.
Novelty set custom keycaps, minimum order 500. So if anyone wants a DTNS set of keycaps and would like to order 500 of them, let us know. The custom hardcover book is only $24 minimum? Huh. Interesting. All over print basic pillow. Anyway, any of those sound good, let us know. Feedback at dailytechnewsshow.com. Should I get to the mailbag then?
Yes, you should. Play the sound up.
I will.
Tom's got mail.
I do. I have mail about the tech tournament. Joe, are you enjoying the tech tournament?
Yes, I popped in and checked it out.
You don't have to say yes. You can say no.
I did look at it. I saw the post. I looked in there and went, all right, it's going.
Did you vote?
No, I have not voted yet.
Wow. So you can't complain if nobody wins. Did you not vote because you didn't want to create a challenge login?
Well,
Yeah. You're not alone.
Let me see.
Maybe there's a better way to do the next one, but the challenge thing is really nice for the tournament aspect of it. So I don't know. We'll look around. Anybody has any alternatives? Ansi B already asked if we could do a community on challenge because that makes it easier to track the tournaments because you can't save them otherwise. Then that could turn into a whole thing. So anyway, let's get to the tech tournament. Bill says, Amos nailed it. Never thought of Radio Shack as a computer store. Lots of cool bits and bobs, though. Joe Wheeler voted. So, by the way, you have Joe representation in the voting. Joe, you don't have to worry. Joe voted for you.
Thank you. Thank you, Joe.
Anyway, Bill, I agree. I never think of Radio Shack as a computer store, although I do think of it as a place where you could buy computers back in the day. But it's definitely a tech store. Stealth Dave still has a pool of solder from Radio Shack circa 1985. I mean, solder doesn't really go bad. So, yeah.
Still works.
Merch stuff as a tournament, and then we make the winner as merch.
Okay.
All right. Maybe. Stim says, I've worked in IT full-time for more than 20 years now, and in some capacity for close to 30. One of my biggest shortcomings has always been my lack of nerd cred when it comes to sci-fi. If I hit 10% of the shows listed in the poll, as far as ones I've watched, I'll be shocked. I only keep my job because I do love Monty Python and other British sketch shows. Long live that Mitchell and Webb look. And Britcoms like It Crowd. Ooh, British sitcom tournament.
You'll have a lot of fun with that one, Tom.
I mean, we'll have a lot of fun watching Monty Python win. But dude, the real friends will be the other shows we meet along the way. All right, DJ Fission. DJ Fission says, actually, solder can go bad, particularly if it is rosin cord solder. It can oxidize and reduce the effectiveness of the rosin. Okay, well, this is good to know. It's good to know. Stealth Dave's still using his, though. Keep it out of the oxygen. I don't know how you protect your solder, but if anybody would know, DJ Fission would know. So that's good. Britcom could work. We were mentioning sci-fi.
Acorn? You ever watch?
Yeah. No, I have Acorn. I don't subscribe to them usually though, because usually I find the stuff elsewhere. But yeah, there's some good stuff on there.
Yeah, Alice is very big on a lot of the British shows for some reason. She's too many. Like she's got 40 shows she keeps going at the same time, and I have
40.
Like oh, wow. She has so many. There's so many things.
That's amazing.
She full on has an Excel spreadsheet of all the shows that she's watching, and then she'll burn through one of them in like 2 days, and then all of a sudden, oh, you finished that?
I have an app that I use to track what I'm watching, but I don't have 40 shows I'm watching at once. I usually have 3, maybe. Yeah.
Like that Trent show. William Trent or something. He's a detective.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
A new season came back, and I was like, "Oh, you're watching it?" And I went upstairs, do some stuff. Came back down a couple hours later. She's still watching it, and I'm like, "How many?" He's like, "Oh, I'm a season behind. I'm burning through this today. Like this is by Monday. I'm going to sit here and
then
burn
she's
through
be
it all."
Caught up. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Stealth Dave says it is rosin core solder, but I now use it with an external flux component. To which DJ Fission says, "Nice. That's perfect." Smiley.
See? Community coming together.
Yeah, exactly. Love to see it. RW Nash suggests a chips and or crisps tournament. Sci-fi also great. Fine ales worldwide would be wonderful. Favorite Tesco meal deal? Other meal deals are available. anything while we tuck. Basically, we can do anything while we tuck. All right,
Okay,
then
so-
Jeremy.
Excuse me.
I'm sorry, Joe. What?
I had to cough for a second, but I do have one question for you.
Yeah.
Because we're doing the whole old stuff. What was your favorite dinner as a child from like 5 to 12 years old? Like, give that range of years. Like, you were like, I'm excited for this for dinner.
I can't remember that far back, Joe.
Okay, use whatever age you like. Younger.
The first ones that come to mind, so that would have been like 1975 through 1982. First ones that come to mind for ordering out would be Reban's, either tacos or a barbecue pork sandwich.
Okay. They do tacos and pork sandwiches in this place?
Oh yeah, this is your old school diner in the mid 70s.
Oh, okay.
They did everything. Their fries were good too. I didn't love their hamburgers. Their hamburgers were okay, but they did hard shell tacos that were just delicious. And they did a barbecue pork sandwich that was fantastic. The pork, I think the reason the barbecue pork sandwich was so stellar is they got the pork from a local farmer. So it was super fresh pork. Whereas the burgers, I think they just bought beef from, a supplier. I don't think they were getting the beef local, although they could have, but they didn't.
But you've been a hard shell taco fan since youth then. Like very much.
Well, because then I was good, and then the one I got most excited about when I was a kid that we made at home is my dad would have taco night, and he would bring, because he worked for Pet Incorporated, which made Old El Paso tacos. He would bring the shells and the seasoning and the hot sauce from work, and then just provide the ground beef and the lettuce, tomato, cheese, and all that from the store. And so tacos have been an important part of my life.
There we go.
From
I remember you taking me to that one place, and you're like, "This is the best tacos around." Is that one taco shack? It looked like an old Arby's, I think.
You mean in L.A.?
Yeah.
Tito's.
Someplace Tito's, yes.
Yeah, it was like right by the highway, right?
Yep.
Yeah. And the thing is, when I was in Austin, I preferred flour tortilla tacos, soft tacos.
I am full flour. There was a place I used to live in LA called the Taco Cactus, and it was literally the kitchen maybe fit 3 people.
Yeah.
And the outside had it's right on the corner of like Melrose and Vine, like one street up from there, and open 3 a.m, giant burritos for like $4.
Wow.
Little tacos for like $1.50 each.
Yeah.
And you would just go do your thing and then stop by there on the way home, pick up some tacos and burritos, and they were the best. Oh, I missed that place. And it was the tiniest little place. You could,
Yeah, I was hard shell taco growing up. Austin, soft shell, or flour or whatever. And Taco Bell, chicken soft taco to this day is my favorite. But then when I moved to LA, I went back to the hard shell, the crispy taco.
You are
But
a fan.
there is no bad taco. Let me just say, except a poorly made one. But there's no bad style.
Well, fillings. There are some fillings I would not want in my taco, but
there is no bad style of taco. It could be poorly executed.
yes. Like we had a mystery burrito. We ordered takeout on Saturday, and an extra burrito showed up, and we didn't understand what it was. Alice called and said, "Hey, just so you know, you gave us an extra burrito." And she's like, "Whatever," click, and hung up on us. And I'm like, "All right, we get a free burrito."
Free burrito.
And so I'm like, all right, let's just cut it in half and see what it is. And I went, oh, cool, it's just beef. Because I know they do put other things that I don't want in tacos.
Some kind of meat.
Yes. But I was like, all right, it's a beef burrito. Because, I've accidentally had one and found out later what it was in it. And went, oh, that's
Lengua.
why it tasted weird. Kind of all
good,
the
though.
things. Like it was like,
Tripe.
yeah, no.
I eat all that stuff, though.
No, no innards. I'm not an innards person.
Breakfast tacos in Austin are the best breakfast food ever, and they're flour tortillas. Yeah. So when we were up in the Bay Area this weekend visiting my nieces, we went to their local Mexican place to get lunch before we left, and they still had breakfast burritos available. And I'm like, well, I'm gonna have a little breakfast burrito. It was huge. It was gargantuan. It was like regular mission style burrito size breakfast burrito. I'm like, oh my God.
And if people don't understand that, when I first came up here, number one, $15 for a burrito is insanity. But it is a substantial burrito. Like for me, it's a dinner. And then a lunch the next day.
Possibly dinner again.
Maybe, depending on how it was. But they're enormous burritos. They're not cheap.
I was like thinking like, oh, it's like a breakfast taco. It's like a, slightly smaller version of a regular. No, it was a good old fashioned mission style burrito. And
so is there anything you've actually tried once and went, I'm never eating this again?
No.
Okay. Well, that tracks, I guess.
There has never been anything I tried and said I will never eat again.
All right.
That's just
kind
of the way
stomach merit over here.
I am the way I'm built. There are things that I've been eaten and I've said I probably shouldn't eat that again. There's one place where I got a tuna melt and got a little, upset tummy. And then the next time I went, I had the tuna melt. Got a little upset tummy. I'm like, oh, that first upset tummy was not a coincidence. So
nope,
I probably will not eat the tuna melt at that place again.
Yes.
But I eat other things there and I'm fine. So I don't know what it is about their tuna. Jeremy would like to propose best 80s home computer platform as a future tech tournament and laid out the case. Listen, you don't have to do this to give us an idea, but Jeremy put in the work. I think we can get to 16 options, which is, that's not only a 16-bit joke, but also that's how the tournament lays out. A starting set of competitors could be Commodore 8-bit systems, Commodore Amiga, Atari 8-bit systems, Atari ST, Apple II series, Apple Macintosh series, IBM PCs and its clones, TI-99 4A, Tandy Coco series, BBC Micro, Acorn, Sinclair series, and MSX. Don't know much about this one myself other than it is Japanese. That is 13. I am probably forgetting a couple, and maybe there are some more international systems we can add to get to 16, or we could split IBM into more buckets, making clones an option unto itself, or even separate the PS2 line from the earlier PC, XT, AT, and I am proposing that people vote on the basis of which of these were best to have in your home during the 1980s for things like gaming, light finances, word processing, educational software, etc., and strictly during the 80s because things get boring in the 90s as the PC dominates and everything else disappears, save for the Mac, which barely makes it. I am concerned that this might be too retro for your audience if a large number of listeners were born after the 80s and have no experience with any of these. But on the positive side, Disney made a deal with OpenAI so we can have Yoda saying, "Restarted the platform wars have," to go with our tournament.
Okay.
Batfink says MSX was a series of compatible systems from Japanese manufacturers. So yes, Sinclair series was on there. The other thing we could do 4 brackets of 4 and do 4 Commodores, 4 Ataris, 4 Apples. Actually, not 4 Apples. Well, no, we could do Commodore, Atari, Apple, and other instead of IBM's. Because IBMs aren't that interesting, honestly. You just say IBM PC and close, and it kind of
knows
covers
what it is. It's all the same.
But then you could put TI and Sinclair and MSX in that bracket. Maybe we do it that way.
You should get Dunaway on that. He's been
that's a good
doing
idea.
old computers for a while.
Yeah.
Although hilariously, he doesn't have a ColecoVision, and I went, if I had an extra one, I'd give you mine, but I'm not giving mine away.
But you're not giving yours away. Yeah.
No.
I still can't believe I got rid of my Pong. It wasn't an original one. It was a Pong 4, which sounds like Pong Far. Haha, Star Trek fans. It was like you could play 4 different Pong games. It was like a later version of it. And it broke.
But it's still cool broken.
I know.
It's like history. I probably have one somewhere in a box somewhere. I mean, I have every PlayStation, and I'm looking at them right now. I still have my Atari 2600. I've got my Sega, and my ColecoVision.
That's quite a bit. You got a good thing going on there. I want to translate. I want to make sure that I am properly translating the end of the next one, even though I'm pretty sure I know what it means. But there's a little Korean at the end, and I don't want to embarrass myself. But we're gonna do some reactions to the Friday hangout next. Sound good?
Yep.
All right. Oh, that's not. Oh, I'm glad I did that. That was not what I thought he was saying. Okay. Greetings, DTNS team. I listen to DTNS as an audio podcast daily. After the Hangout video test that we did this past Friday, I went over to YouTube to see if the video experience was substantively different. The singular difference was the pacing. I listened to audio podcasts at 1.5 speed. Watching the YouTube video was jarring. Everything was happening in slow motion. Best of luck navigating the video frontier. Thanks for prioritizing the audio for the time being. George Ray in Florida. For Tom, George. He wrote Georgia in Hangul, and I thought he was saying Chochi, which means like, that's right. But he was writing his name.
Okay.
But yeah, all right, that is it. It's always funny when you listen to something at regular speed after listening to it at accelerated speeds.
I used to have to listen to TMS at like at least 1.3 just because the show was an hour and a half, or 6 hours. And I'm like, I finally caught up enough where I don't have to anymore. Mm-hmm. It does make the music sound better. Although I have had a time where I had it at 1.3 and I listened to the song that Coverville plays, and I'm like, oh, this is a great beat. And then I go listen to the song, and it's like, this doesn't work anymore. It's a ballad. Okay, this is not what I thought.
Yeah. It's especially fun when I do my old-time radio voice, says Batfink. See? Then TJ Asher wrote, one word, levels. This was painful to listen to as Amos was so loud compared to everyone else and Hwen was significantly lower than Tom. I suggest trying to get everyone to a consistent level prior to going live. There are many options for audio meters that can be used live, some of which are free. I use waves when I do pre-show checks. Thanks, TJ.
Thank you for stopping by.
We do that. We do that. All right. And then how many get the bonus show? Ryan in Minneapolis. When did I submit feedback? Bonus show is for the co-executive producer level and up on Patreon or the founders on Substack. And it includes a discussion of lots of fun different things. And this time it was weather apps. And so we got lots of people suggesting weather apps to us. Andrew moved out to the East Coast and had to pick up a supplementary weather app. Oh, I'm sorry. Moved from the East Coast and had to pick a supplementary weather app because of the weather in the Rockies being unpredictable. And I really shouldn't be driving an hour north to Denver if it's going to snow anytime today. Google's model is mostly fine at temperature prediction, but never gets above 45% precipitation chance until it's already snowing. Apple seems about the same. Even the radar future is often wrong. I use Today Weather, which has access to multiple prediction models. I wonder if any of the other Rockies-based DTNS-affiliated podcasters have a weather app perspective that is good for crazy winter weather. We'll have to ask Wentway Dow if she does. And then Bill says, I use an app called WeWow, WEAWOW on Android. I like this app because I think its design is very pleasing to the eye. There are no ads anywhere, and I can change where it's getting its weather information from. I can change it from NWS, National Weather Service, AccuWeather, Apple Weather, and a few others. And then Stim says, are any of you aware of the site forecastadvisor.com? They've done the research on which of the apps are objectively the most accurate for each region of the country. They break it down by zip code. Turns out that which app is best may vary depending on where you are. Good news, basically all the main ones, AccuWeather, Apple Weather, Carrot, Weather Channel, do what Sarah spoke of with hour-by-hour tracking on precipitation and more, and include radar, though I love My Radar Pro best for that specific need. It's also built on much of the same model as the old best-ever weather app Dark Skies. The fact that you can customize the UI to a huge degree, switch weather sources, and even change the type of robot insults you get all make it great. I think the last part was about Carrot, not about forecastadvisor.com. I think I mixed those up. But anyway, yeah.
So both of us are old enough to remember a day when weather was something you didn't get instantaneously, but either you got it at the end of the day or at the beginning of the day. And then you brought an umbrella just in case. And like
Every
Alice
day.
was looking at the app, and because we have to walk the dogs and everything else, and we have multiple dogs that we have to walk. And it's like, well, it said it was going to rain at 7, and it started raining at 6. I'm like, honey, you know that back in our day, we didn't know it was going to rain for the whole day. Like they can get it down to an hour.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's better than it's ever been. Forecastadvisor.com was the one that's broken down by region. By the way, everybody loved Dark Skies. I found it to be inaccurate, and maybe it's just not accurate for where I was. But I was never a huge Dark Skies fan. I like the interface, but I didn't find it to be very accurate. I found the Weather Channel to be the most accurate. But I'll check out Forecast Advisor. And yes, the last sentence there was Stim reacting to Jay, who said, have none of you tried the Carrot Weather app? I like my weather with map, quizzes, and insults from a robot.
Okay.
So I will adjust this in my notes. Stim replied, you can adjust the type of robot insults you get. We knew what the weather was going to be because we were outside. You know, I was thinking about that the other day when I was just looking outside. I was like, yeah, we used to just go out and look and be like, well, it's blue skies today. I guess it's not going to rain, you know? Or if it was like, oh, it's cloudy, might rain. Like that was...
Bring your umbrella.
Yeah. And the weather man back in the day it was always wrong. Never believed the weather guy on TV. He was not yet a meteorologist, and he was most often a man.
Yeah. And the hurricane forecast was sometime in a week and possibly across multiple states.
We never got hurricane forecasts in Illinois. But, you know, you kind of need an ocean for that. Dave Murray was the first meteorologist. And everybody was like, oh, what fancy name for weatherman. And then he went on to go to the Today Show for a while. But he didn't stick. I don't know why. He didn't go on to become like Willard Scott or anything.
So was it just solar or a satellite imagery that made him a meteorologist? Because they could literally...
It wasn't just that. It was that he had studied weather forecasting, you know, and knew what was behind it. Whereas your typical weatherman in the olden days was just like getting the weather from the National Weather Service and reading it. There was no actual understanding required.
Gotcha.
They might have it, but a meteorologist was like, no, I studied this in school. I could work at the National Weather Service. Like I know how this works.
All right.
Yeah. And they would use the satellite map. Yes.
Yeah.
Which was always impressive. Jesse said in college around 98 in Florida, gas was around 95 cents for a few months. So Shannon probably remembers 99 cents. We were talking about gas on DTNS Live with Shannon, if y'all remember.
I remember 99 cents. I do remember.
Seth, I think Seth's in the chat room too. Avid podcaster and podcast coach here. On Thursday's show, Rob mentioned that people are arguing that if you have video for your podcast, it's not a podcast. I think it more boils down to the fact that if it's only on YouTube and not available in any form of RSS, then it's not a podcast. Less the fact of video or not. Keep up the great work on the shows. I'm a happy patron. Thank you, Seth. And Seth says, hi, it's me. So yeah, I agree with this 100%. It's a podcast in my way of thinking. Yeah, listen, anybody can call whatever they want anything, but it's always good to have an agreed on set of terms. And I think podcast generally refers to like, oh, it's something that I can get no matter what. I don't have to subscribe to Peacock to get it. It's a podcast. I can get it in a podcast app. And that I would even go so far as to say that's most often RSS, but it could be some other form of distribution that's decentralized distribution, and I would still call it a podcast. I mean, I'm not just thinking of Atom, which is an alternative to RSS, but if it was like, oh no, there's this other protocol that we came up with, and it's similar to RSS, but allows you to syndicate subscriptions, I'd still call that a podcast. It also doesn't have to be on an iPod to be a podcast.
Correct.
And so that's where with the YouTube stuff, it gets weird. It's like, it's not that it's video, it's that they're only available on YouTube. So to me, it's like, I guess they're a podcast if you think of podcast as a style of show, which it is, and therefore it's podcast style. But for me, it's not truly a podcast because podcast implies, oh, where else how do I get it in Pocket Casts, right? And it's like, oh, you can't, you have to get it on YouTube. Oh, well, then it's really just a YouTube show. But I also understand that podcast has become a style. The problem is not all podcasts are the podcast style, if that makes any sense, right? They're not all Mark Maron, just chatting with Barack Obama for an hour. They're also not all serial. By that, I mean SER, not CER. Mm-hmm. But I'm mostly on board with Seth. I said 100%, maybe I'm 99% now that I'm talking it out. But yeah, I think of a podcast as a distribution method and a way of getting it, not so much video or audio or even format. Yeah, it's broadcast independent of platform. Thank you, Saray. Agreed. Now, cereal.
Favorite cereal as a kid?
As a kid?
Yeah.
Pop-Tarts. I didn't ever really like cereal.
Yeah, because you're the one that doesn't drink with milk. Or
no, I never had it with milk. My mom would try to put milk on it, and I would tell her no as a kid. Like, this is nature, not nurture. I fought the power. I did not want milk.
Insanity to me.
Yeah.
Some of the best part of cereal is to have the bowl after you finished all your cereal.
Yeah.
Let it soak up all that great sugar.
Yeah, but then your cereal gets soggy.
And then you're drinking that. If you got to eat it, you're not sitting there messing around. You got to eat it.
I got things to do. Heckle and Jekyll's on.
Oh, okay.
Woody Woodpecker. But I did have some favorites. I liked Fruit Loops a lot. I really loved Cocoa Krispies. I'd say Cocoa Krispies probably my favorite.
Okay.
Yeah. Apple Jacks were a good one though. I liked Apple Jacks. Definitely liked flavorful cereals.
So did you enjoy Captain Crunch slicing the roof of your mouth?
No, I never really loved Captain Crunch. I liked the Captain. Like I'd want to get Captain Crunch because it had great toys. It always had great toys, and I loved the look of the Captain on the box, but I didn't like the cereal as much. That was definitely one where my sister and I would be like, well, let's get it for the toy. Because, cereal's okay.
When did they stop doing that?
Toys in the cereal box?
Toys in cereal boxes. Because that was huge.
I think sometime
decades.
90s into the 2000s, it faded away. Yeah.
Because you get the little thing in the Cracker Jack box.
Oh, yeah.
Back in the day.
They still have something in the Cracker Jack box, but it's just like a card with a joke on it. They don't have toys anymore. People, one too many kids chokes on your toy and suddenly you can't have it in your food anymore.
Can't have nice things.
Yeah, sad to say. I liked what was the other one I was just thinking of? Oh,
I'm with
Cookie
you there,
Crisp.
Data.
Cookie Crisp
because it was so much sugar.
Literally just cookie. Well, of course, the more sugar the better.
Pure uncut sugar.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I liked all the vamp.
I can't complain. I did that as a kid. Count Chocula.
Booberry, Count Chocula. Yeah. Stealth Dave says there's still occasionally a toy, but they're cheap bits of cardboard, not even plastic. Yeah, I liked my favorite cereal, Philly Codehound, was C&H. Just spoon it right up, sugar, right in your mouth.
He's got things to do, people. Woody Woodpecker's not going to watch itself.
You're taking all the sugar off the cereal when you pour milk on it.
Yeah, and then you drink the milk and you get the sugar back. Just in a different form.
What's funny is when I would have cereal with milk on it, which I would have sometimes, I would enjoy finishing off the milk. Like I don't disagree that's a wonderful, wonderful thing. Google Updater is an app downloaded from the internet. No, I don't want to open that. What is that? Go away. Bill finishes us off with a reaction to the podcasting hangout we did with that Charlie dude, where we all just chatted with podcasting for a while. Said, I'm a little lazy. Is there a chance we could get a summary of recommendations? And the fact of the matter is, why, yes, I did that right before the show. So if you head on over to our Patreon post, if you're a patron, of course, and you find the gear for the video podcaster DTNS Friday Hangout, then you can unlock this post. I'm not a member. I'm on a different browser. Crap. All right. So now I have to log in. Shoot.
Let me see if I can pull it.
No, I've got it in a different browser. It's just, I was like, oh, I always use Chrome for that. And I have it. I am only logged in Firefox. Okay. Gear for the video podcaster. Here it is. Microphones, little summary. This is all done through ChatGPT, by the way. I used Mac. What did I use? Mac Whisper to make the transcript, and then ran it through ChatGPT to pull out all of the stuff. High LPR 40, Blue Yeti, all in there. And I can adjust it. I actually was thinking about making one with links as well. That would require human effort, but I could do that as well. But it's there. Congrats. Thank you, Bill, for asking. That was a good recommendation. So it is in there as well. Go check it out. All right. That's the mailbag. Lots of mail this week. That was great. Thanks, everybody, for sending in all the mails. And thank you, Joe, for hanging out.
Sure.
What are you drinking?
Lemonade. It's all I drink.
Lemonade. Yeah.
Gave up on sodas.
Is that what you call it these days?
Yeah, what the kids are calling it. So many times I have to say that. Like, what are the kids calling it today? I don't know.
Lemonade.
Mm-hmm.
I see.
Pink lemonade specifically.
You should listen to It's a Thing with me and Molly Wood. Then you'd know what all the kids are calling it.
Catch up on all the kids' lingo.
Half of what we do is me passing along things I learned from my nieces, or Molly passing along things she's learned from her son, or Rich passing along things he's learned from his children. Okay. That's how we stay young. We will live forever because we do that show. Anything else, people of the internet, that you would like to chat about before we go? You have questions for Joe or me? Ambassador Domo just wrote 6-7. Thank you, Ambassador Domo. I'm pretty sure that's over because now all the adults are saying it. That's my sign that a trend is done. As soon as
everyone makes fun of the kids doing 6-7, and I will make fun of them as well. But also, hey, you know what us olds used to do? We literally paid a company to send us a box, and in that box was a rock. And we paid money for it because we wanted a pet rock.
Yeah.
And that man is a millionaire because
do you still have your pet rock?
In a box somewhere, probably. So let's just say, maybe not everybody when you're young are the smartest people on the planet.
We used to say chicken butt. Guess what else? Mm-hmm. Zoe wants to know if you drink coffee, Joe, or just like
1 cup, only one. I try not to drink too much.
A cup or a mug?
A mug. It's like a regular mug.
See, this is the bane of everyone who defends coffee, including myself. All the stuff cup, because no one drinks that. Everyone drinks cups.
Yes, minimum. Constant core mug.
No,
it is enormous mug. Like, oh my.
Milk.
Of course, 2%.
2% of the coffee is milk, or 2% milk is in the coffee.
2% of the milk, the coffee in the thing. Yeah.
I do not put anything like I like my breakfast cereal.
Yes.
Nothing in it.
Nothing.
Just the coffee play. Thanks. I used to not like ketchup on my hamburger. I didn't want mustard on my hot dog. I never wanted to add on anything.
How are you? No ketchup, huh?
I just
To each their own. It's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, I eat technically is tuna fish. I don't
love
have any
fish,
other
though.
fish. I don't like any. I do not want to have my meal to have a face. I don't want to have to take it apart to get to anything. I don't just.
Dude, you could get it or bones. Like you
I
realize
understand
that.
that.
Well, or why?
Oh yeah, whatever. I was like 10, 15 years old, and I came up here for something, a holiday, whatever. And I'm like, all right, I'll try it. And I went, yep, I could work with this. And
So
then
it's
it
the
was like
seasoning then.
Yeah, and I went like 6 months later. We went somewhere, and I tried a piece of fish. I'm like, oh God, no, get this away from me. This is terrible. So
Yeah.
he's the only one who knew how to cook fish.
Fish
that I
used to
ate every
only
day.
come with bones when we were young too. Like that is a
Insanity.
modern invention that fish is default no bones. It's weird when you order it and it has bones.
Like Alice loves her, crab and shrimp and everything else. I'm like, nope.
I love the taste of crab
Nope.
and lobster. I do not like having to fight to get it.
Yes, I don't want to have to disembowel.
That's
my
why
food.
I'm a big fan of the lobster roll, because it's the meat on a piece
It's
of
already
bread.
done.
Yeah.
And finished
Perfect.
and prepped.
Yeah. It's great.
And like as a kid, I loved my steak rare. I had a hollow leg. I could eat as much as I wanted to. And now it's like, oh, I had a sandwich and I'm full. I'm
Yeah.
good.
How old are you, Joe?
56.
Okay. So that's why I'm like, it's actually talking to you. I feel relaxed because you're like, oh yeah, you're saying all the things I know. Where I feel like sometimes I talk to people and they're like, even just like a few years younger than us. They're
Different experience.
Yeah.
Experience
It's
things
wild,
differently.
isn't it?
I mean, you think about the fact that our generation probably was the last one that had a chance to live off a pension.
Did we
That
even?
was a possibility.
But yeah.
Some of us didn't, but there was at least a possibility.
Right. There
of
was
that.
at least the possibility.
Yeah, and that's not a world most people live in.
I remember I was at the morning edition in 1993 during Clinton's first 100 days. And one of the producers is a radio show. One of the producers turned to me. They were doing some story about Social Security. And they're like, what do you think of what's going on with the cuts to Social Security? And I was like, oh, my generation assumes it won't be there. So
Yeah.
we're not counting on it. And
We're like, all
they
right,
just kind
it's
of
gone.
looked at me like, what? I'm like, oh yeah, no, that's going to be long gone by the time I'm old. I'm actually shocked that Social Security still exists at all.
I mean, and at this age, kind of happy it's still around. Like,
Yeah,
all right,
yeah, no,
maybe, maybe this might work out for us.
I'm still not 100% confident it's still going to be there, but
It's true.
I'm more hopeful now than I was when I was
Yes.
21 or whatever it was.
Because I mean, there were stories all through the 80s that it's gone in a decade. It's gone. It's going to be. There's nothing left. There's nothing left.
Yeah,
And I'm
yeah.
like, okay,
Well, and they were
great.
covering one of those stories. It was 1993, right? Yeah. All right, D then. Well, thanks everybody. Good to see everybody and good to chat. And we will talk to you tomorrow. Well, I'll be back for Cord Killers here in about an hour. And then we'll be on we'll have a new Live With It for you tomorrow. And we'll be back with DTNS live on Thursday. Talk to you then. Bye, everybody.
Bye.